Good morning everyone. How are you students? Yesterday we have started revising journal entries. Only a few entries we have revised. So today we will proceed further and I will take rest of the entries. So I'm not making a format in the board that consumes more place. Yesterday I have told you have to do all the entries in the proper format. Okay. So today we will take the entries of bad debts. When we sell goods to somebody on the credit basis, quite possible the person doesn't pay the whole amount to you. If we sell the goods to somebody, so that person is taken as your debtors, right? But let's take the entry of sales first, you will understand better. Sold goods to Mr. Ram on credit basis, okay? So the entry is Ram's account debit to sales. You have sold goods to Mr. Ram of rupees 5,000. Okay. Now, when the time came of the payment, he didn't pay this amount. Maybe some problem is there or whatever the reasons. Okay. He didn't pay the amount. We have approached him many times, but he did not pay. Denied. When we don't receive the amount from Mr. Ram, so is that our profit or loss? Of course, this is our loss. Mr. Ram was our debtor, but he didn't pay, so this is loss for me. And I have told you yesterday, all the expenses and losses have their name, and its name is bad debts, right? Bad debts means you're not going to receive it again, okay? Complete loss. And losses and expenses are debit. So I have to write bad debts account debit to किससे मिलना था मिस्टर राम, right? So there is a logic, students, you have to understand it. See, I have declared it as bad debts. That means I'm not going to receive from Mr. Ram, and I have closed the account of Mr. Ram. How this has closed, you can see here. Ram account has been debited by 5,000, and here I have credited Ram's account by 5,000, right? So debit and credit. You don't have to cross it. This is just to make you understand. Okay. So you can see the Ram's account has been cancelled. We have closed his account, right? But if I receive, so that's very simple. I have received the payment, so this is cash account debit to Ram. If you receive the whole amount in that situation also, you have closed the account of Mr. Ram, right? Where the Ram account was debited and here credited. But when he doesn't pay, so that has declared as bad debts account. Fine, students, so this is the bad debts entry, complete bad debts. Now the same transaction, I'm changing the statement. Sometimes this happens, your debtor has been declared as an insolvent. So in that situation, the official receivers has been appointed by the company, and they do the auction, and a few amount has been realized from this estate. Say 50%, we have realized 50% of the amount from my debtor from Mr. Ram. Okay, I say 50% I have realized from Mr. Ram. So I have sold goods of 5,000 rupees. So what is the 50% of this 5,000? That's 2,500. So what I am receiving, I'm receiving 2,500 from Mr. Ram. Okay, cash account debit 2,500. As he has been declared as an insolvent, that means I'm not going to receive even a single rupee from Mr. Ram now, right? So I have to close his account. Ram's account will be credited by 5,000, right? Don't you think that this is wrong entry? We need something else in debit, because its debit and credit is not equal. And it's quite obvious. Cash we have received, debit what comes in, cash account debited. Now we have a loss of profit. Of course, we have a loss of 2,500. Remaining amount which we did receive. And its name is bad debts account debit. Fine. So there can be any percentage of the recovery. That you have received 40%, 30%, whatever the percentage is given in the question, we do accordingly. Alright. So here I teach one more entry. It can be the recovery of the bad debts. You know, some people are very good. Due to certain reason, they could not pay you the amount right in time, but later on, whenever they have the amount, they just come to you and they pay you the money back, right? Suppose in this case, we have declared him as bad debts. He has been declared as an insolvent, and we have received 25%, 50% from his estate. Now, this 2,500, whenever he has, he just came and said, he 2,000 rupees I'm paying. He has 2,000 rupees and he is paying to the firm. Okay. So your transaction can be received from Mr. Ram 2,000 rupees. Okay. You have received 2,000 rupees from Mr. Ram. So what entry will be there? Right now I didn't say anything to Mr. Ram. No credit sale, no cash sale. So I'm receiving the bad debts recovered. So what are you receiving in fact? In fact, we are receiving cash. If he makes the payment through check, then we write bank. So cash account debit 2,000. I'm receiving 2. Now this cash we have received. Now we will not say from whom it is coming. We will not write Mr. Ram. Why? Because we have already closed the account of Mr. Ram. राम का अकाउंट हम पहले ही बंद कर चुके हैं, तो हम राम को क्रेडिट नहीं कर सकते कि आपने राम को क्रेडिट क्यों किया when his account is closed. So that is the reason I have to mention कि what for I have received this cash. So there is a word cash account debit to bad debts recovered, right? So this is how. There can be full amount also, there can be lesser amount also, whatever the given in the question. All right, students. So that's all about the bad debts and bad debts recovered. Now let's take some other kind of entries like drawings. So you must know what are the drawings. Drawings means when the proprietor is withdrawing from the business something for personal use. That something means he can withdraw cash, okay? He can withdraw from the bank even. And he can withdraw goods also. Goods means in which the business is dealing, okay? So he can withdraw some goods too. And whatever is withdrawn by the proprietor is termed as drawings, alright? So the statement is, Ram is the proprietor, Ram has drawn 2,000 rupees. Ram has withdrawn 2,000 rupees from the business. Okay. So what is going from the business? The points are very clear. What is coming, what is going. So what is going from the business? Cash is going. So debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Cash is going. So this is to cash account. 2,000 has gone now. Well, for what it is going? What is the effect on the business? That is the expenses of the business and its name is drawing, right? Drawings को हम हमेशा डेबिट करते हैं because it is withdrawn by the proprietor and that's the expenses. Drawing account debit, right? So that is the entry. Now we can change the statement. Ram has not withdrawn the cash. He has withdrawn some goods. Mr. Ram, proprietor, has withdrawn goods of rupees 500, right? So either he withdraw cash or he withdraw through the bank or he withdraw goods. So that will be termed as drawing only. So this is drawing account debit 500 rupees. And what's going now? Goods are going. Okay. So I have just told you debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Right, so I can write that with goods, but this is not the right term. As I have already told you about the sale and purchase, you mention the category of the goods. Either this is the purchase one or the sales one. So here also we don't write goods, right? Then what? We write purchase. Okay. Well, there will be a question in your mind why we have written purchase. The reason is very clear. गुड्स कहाँ से जा रही है, कौन सी गुड्स जा रही है. दीज आर द गुड्स विच यू हैव परचेज वंस. आपने जो परचेज करके गुड्स रखी थी उसी में से तो विड्रॉइंग हो रही है ना, वही लेके जा रहे हैं. सो योर परचेज विल बी क्रेडिटेड, राइट. When you have purchased, so purchases are debited. Purchase account debit to cash, and now it's going. Purchase में से जा रहा है तो हमने purchase को credit कर दिया. Okay. So these were the drawings. Now one more entry I think which is related to the note drawings. All right. Let it be here of the drawings. I take some other category. Point which I wanted to take, that I will take later on here. Charity and donation. Okay. This happens sometimes. Somebody came to your business and they are asking for the charity, and of course we give that. So charity can be given in cash and kind also, and in the same way donations can be given in cash or kind, right? So just think. What is this for the business? Is that your expenses or income? Of course, this is our expenses. When you are giving something to somebody without any charges, so that's your expenses. So that is charity account debit. Suppose you have given 200 rupees as a charity. So charity account debit to, this is expenses, so you have debited. Now what's going? Cash is going to cash. It's 200. Alright. If you are giving through check, so we can write bank. Fine. And same goes in case of donation also. Instead of charity, the name donation is used, so donation account debit to cash or bank. Alright. Now one more thing I want to clear here. Instead of cash, you are dealing in certain items which are required by somebody, the person who is seeking for the donation. Let's take an example of the cement bags. Alright. You are dealing in cement, and the person who came for the donation, they came from the orphanage and they said, we want to repair the place and they need certain cement, so can you donate us? So we said, of course we can, right? So this will be the charity of, or you can say the donation from business side, that will be the expenses, so we have debited either donation or charity account debited to what? What you are giving? You are not giving cash, you are not donating cash or through the bank. Okay. What you are donating? You are donating your goods. Okay. So goods के लिए आप क्या mention करेंगे? Purchase. Alright. So charity account debit to purchase. Donation account debit to purchase. Why purchase? Once again the question is there. Because you are giving your goods. When you purchase the good, so entry is purchase account debit to cash or creditor, whatever the thing is there. So when you purchase, so purchases accounts are debited, means you are receiving the goods. Now your goods are going, so we have credited that. Alright, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So you have used the word purchase. At the time of purchases of the goods, you have used this word. So when the goods are going through any reason, so that time also it is credited. Purchase has been credited. I hope it's clear. Students, some banking transactions we are talking about. Right? When you get your account open in a bank, then what happens? The things are very natural. You just assume yourself as you are going to the bank and you want to get your account open in a bank. Alright. Then what happens? You give some cash to the banking authority and they open the account. So what is going from your side? Cash is going. And what you are receiving? Remember students, we have to think from business point of view. Alright. And another thing, we are entering these transactions in the books of business only. Fine. So when you are getting your account open in a bank, so bank is also your assets. Alright, means आपका bank balance. Okay? So debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So what you are receiving, what is coming to you, you have a bank balance increasing. So my entry is bank account debit to what is going from the firm, that is cash. Okay. Suppose you are getting it open by 5,000 rupees. Fine. So that's the entry. And the same entry when you are depositing, otherwise now your account has been started in the bank. Later on, if you want to deposit some amount in the bank, so the same entry takes place because here your bank balance is increasing and cash is going from the firm. Same entry you pass. Opposite of this, when you are going to the bank to withdraw money, आप पैसा निकलवाने गए हैं बैंक से, just think what happens, which situation takes place. Bank balance reduces. There was 50,000 in your bank account and 2,000 you have withdrawn from the bank. So 2,000 will be reduced to the bank and you will have cash in your hand. Okay. So what comes in the business? Cash account debit 2,000 to कम क्या हो गया business में आपका bank balance कम हो गया 2,000. Okay. So the entry is cash account debit to bank. Fine. Let's take a few more entries regarding interest on capital and interest on drawings. Okay. Interest on capital and interest on drawing. Students, once again I'm reminding you the entity concept. Business and businessman both are different. Alright. And we are entering the entries in the books of business and we have to think from business point of view. First I'm taking interest on capital. Suppose interest on capital is 200. This will be given in the transaction. So how to pass the entry? We have to think either this is income or expenses for the business. See, business and businessman both are separate. Businessman ने पैसा दिया as a capital to the business, so that was the liability of the business. Okay, and one day businessman has to pay it back, right? So by the time business is using the money of businessman, business has to pay interest to the businessman. जिसका पैसा यूज कर रहे हैं उसको इंटरेस्ट देना है, ठीक है? तो कौन यूज कर रहा है? बिजनेस यूज कर रहा है, बिजनेस को इंटरेस्ट देना है. आप किसी से लोन लेते हैं और इंटरेस्ट पे करते हैं तो आपके लिए क्या है? इनकम है या एक्सपेंसेस है? दैट्स योर एक्सपेंसेस एंड एक्सपेंसेस आर डेबिटेड. सो द एंट्री इज and every expenses has its name, interest on capital account debit to. Now the question arises, do you pay in cash? No, students. Remember, we don't. We means business. Business don't pay interest on cash basis. He says, see, you have 1 lakh rupees already given in the firm as your capital and 200 rupees we are giving you as a discount. So why are you taking in cash? Better you take in your capital, so your capital will increase and tomorrow you will get interest on this, right? And you need not this 200 rupees right now. So you have given your permission, okay, fine. So that becomes the trend, alright? So we do what? Interest on capital account debit to that. I hope you will remember, students. We don't pay in cash. हम इसको cash में pay नहीं करते, alright? Now next is your interest on drawing. Interest on drawing. Again, you have to think. Now businessman needs some money, right? He needs some money for the personal use, so he can withdraw from the business. Now business says, see Mr. Ram, business and businessman both are different. As I'm paying you interest on your capital, right? Now you are withdrawing this money from the business. आप ये जो money withdraw कर रहे हैं, so this is termed as a drawing, and you have to pay interest now. Quite clear? It's logical. When business is paying interest on the capital, so business is liable to take interest on the drawing also. Okay? So ये interest on capital business का expenses होता है और क्योंकि ड्राइंग प्रोप्राइटर ने ली है, पैसा लिया है, तो अब वो इंटरेस्ट पे करेगा बिजनेस को, तो बिजनेस की ये इनकम हो जाती है। और इनकम क्या होती है? क्रेडिट होती है। एवरी इनकम हैज गॉट इट्स ओन नेम एंड हियर द नेम इज interest on borrowing. All right, say 300, okay, ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, let it be 100 rupees, okay, to interest on borrowing, ये क्रेडिट हो गया। अब अगर मिलता है इंटरेस्ट तो कैश होना चाहिए, बट हियर बिजनेस अगेन सेज कि नो जीरो। यहाँ पे बिजनेसमैन ने बोला कि आपने मुझे कैश में नहीं दिया मेरा इंटरेस्ट, तो व्हाई शुड आई गिव यू। अगर यहाँ कैश आ जाता तो बिजनेस की इनकम हो जाती ना, कि इंटरेस्ट मिल गया बिजनेस को, कैश अकाउंट डेबिट पर कम्स इन। बट प्रोप्राइटर सेड कि आपने मुझे यहाँ पे कैश में नहीं दिया था, तो व्हाई शुड आई गिव यू कैश। यू डू वन थिंग कि मैंने 5000 विड्रॉ कर रखे थे एज अ ड्राइंग, आप मेरा 100 उसमें जोड़ दीजिए, अब मेरी ड्राइंग हो जाएगी 5100, राइट। सो दैट प्रिंसिपल, दैट पॉलिसी इज गोइंग ऑन इन द बिजनेस। सो आई हैव टू राइट this is drawing accounts debit, right? So these two entries are there and I have explained the logic also. Remember students, if the logic is not clear, so keep this point in your mind. The interest on capital is the expenses for business, that's why he has debited it, and credit क्या करना है, जिस चीज पे इंटरेस्ट मिला है उसको क्रेडिट कर देना है, right? And interest on drawing is the income of business, so we have credited the income, and debit क्या करेंगे, जिस चीज पे आपको इंटरेस्ट मिला है उसको आपको डेबिट कर देना है। That's all in this, right? So interest on capital and interest on drawing we have discussed. Now certain other entries, I'm taking outstanding and prepaid entries. Outstanding means the thing which is due, the expenses which is due but you did not pay, like your salary. There are 12 months in a year, and for the rest of the expenses also we are talking, like rent hai, insurance ka hai, whatever the expenses are there. So I'm talking about the salary, 12 months salary. The person has worked for 12 months, so he deserves to get it for 12 months, but we have paid only for 10 months, okay. But as business has taken the work from employee for continuously 12 months, so he has to pay. But right now he is not having, and he has paid only for 10 months. That means still he has to pay, right? Something is outstanding. In Hindi we call it 2 महीने की सैलरी अभी बकाया है, all right? So this बकाया balance is called outstanding in accountancy language, all right? So I just tell you 100 rupees. Suppose per month salary is 100 and they have paid for 10 months, so they have paid 1000 rupees, all right? Now this 200 more they have to pay. Students, once again I tell you the point which we did not revise, although in classes I have explained it completely. Our accountancy is based on accrual system. There are two systems of accountancy, one is cash basis and another one is accrual basis, okay. So this is not on the cash basis. Cash basis means only cash transactions are taking place, either cash is coming due to certain reason and going, only those transactions are being recorded in the books. That is called cash basis. And accrual basis, that is based on the, it's more scientific, you know, sometimes we are doing the expenses, we are doing certain extra expenses, somebody is asking for the advance, this and that, and we are paying, right? More than 12 months expenses we are doing, which doesn't belong to this correct year, ठीक है, तो वो हमें हटा देना है. Accrual basis means only 12 months expenses and income we are entering in our books of account, and if we have something more than 12 months we just reduce that, and if we have something less than 12 months we add that, right? So that is what we are going to do in the case of outstanding salary or any other outstanding expenses, okay. So outstanding expenses, this is 100 rupees per month, and for the 10 months we have already paid 1000 rupees, and this 200 rupees which is still outstanding and we didn't pay, so we have to pay, okay. So let's see the entry. This so we have done. How we have done? Salary account debit to cash. Okay, this 1,000 rupees I have already paid, but I was supposed to pay 1,200 according to the actual basis of accounting. Alright, so I have to do the adjustment for this 200 rupees. So this will be done through the outstanding entry. Okay, so let's see what I have to do. Expenses 1,200. मैंने दिखाया salary में expenses है, so I have debited it, and I have shown only 1,000 rupees. So if I show 200 rupees more, only then the perfect amount will be debited, right? So I do what? Salary account debit by 200. Okay, 2. Now it's perfect. Salary debited by 1,000, and here again it is debited by 200. So you can see this is debited by 1,200 now, right? That is what accrual basis is expecting. Salary account debit to cash. No cash. Cash करना होता तो नहीं कर देते ना. It's telling कि we didn't pay. हमने पे नहीं किया है. It is बकाया. It's outstanding. तो कैश तो कर ही नहीं सकते हैं. फिर क्या करें? It's outstanding. बकाया है तो कैसे लिखें? Very simple. To outstanding salary. That's all in this adjustment. Salary account debit to outstanding salary. Students, this much story. You will be thinking it was so easy, and I have told you the whole story. The story was required to clear your concepts. Your basics should be clear. Why I have used this and why I have debited it. Because we need to debit 1,200 rupees, so we have debited the salary account debit 200 and to outstanding salary. It can be anything. It can be rent account debit, insurance account debit, or any other damn expenses can be debited for the outstanding, and this will be outstanding expenses. All right. Now next we will talk about the prepaid, and that is also based on the same concept. Suppose my salary is 100 rupees per month, and I wanted some money, some program was there, so I needed some money extra. Okay, so I asked my employer, and he has, I have taken 2 months salary in advance. So 100 rupees per month, and I got the salary of 14 months. Okay. I got 1,400 rupees. Okay, ये मुझे मिल गई. But students, I have told you, accrual basis tells if we have received something extra, reduce that, right? And if we have received something less, then add it. All right. So in the previous one, we have received less amount, so we have added, and here 12 months में कितना होगा? 1,200 salary होगी आपकी. So this is your extra amount I have received, and of course I have to do the adjustment entry. Okay, so let's see what entry you have passed at the time of payment. You have done salary account debit to cash. आपने ये entry. Okay? No changes will be there in the cash. Later, very soon you will study the cash book. So whatever the genuine amount is coming and going, that we have to mention in the cash. Okay, so no changes in this transaction, right? Now salary account has been debited by 1,400. So how much extra? 200 rupees extra, which is not fair, which is not correct. So I have to do the correction to the adjustment entry. So salary account has been debited extra. So what is the solution in accountancy? अगर mathematics होता तो we could do like this. 1,400 में से 200 आपने minus कर दिया. So this is the solution. But in account this doesn't happen. कैसे चलता है? प्लस माइनस नहीं, डेबिट क्रेडिट चलता है. तो ये आपका डेबिट था. ये आप अगर क्रेडिट कर दें 200, तो आपका डेबिट में कितना आ जाएगा? 1,200 होगा, and that will be the accurate figure. That is what I want to do. So what you are watching here, this I am talking about the salary. तो अगर आप सैलरी को 200 रुपीज से क्रेडिट कर देते हैं तो वो 1,200 हो जाएगा. To salary, it's 200. All right. So are we here we have paid the cash. तो क्या हम उनसे पैसा वापस मांग रहे हैं? No, this doesn't happen because we have paid the things in advance. We are not going to take the cash back from the employee. No such adjustments we are going to do in the cash. Okay. do the adjustment. Then what is the solution? I have to write the clear state of the business. What is that? And this is prepaid. We have given the name. ये जो extra 200 है, ये क्या है? Prepaid salary. Fine. So I just write the name. This is what? Prepaid salary account debited by 200. Right, students? So here you can verify its salary account is debited by 1400 and here we have credited by 200. Right? तो ये डेबिट हुआ है 14 से और क्रेडिट हुआ है 200 से. तो आपका कितना रह गया? Accurate amount is 1200 and that is what we wanted. Alright students, so most of the journal entries we have revised and you must practice all these things. Students, if you did not purchase your book, so that is must, you know. You can't get good marks if you don't have the book because you require practice. So please purchase your book as early as possible, right? So please do the questions properly and tomorrow we have the doubt session if you have any doubt. So please ask. Thank you.